Hello everyone, welcome to all. Today here we discuss the topic of a synchronous machine. In the previous video lecture we discussed the various voltage regulation method and how it is work. As we know, the voltage regulation method is generally dependent on direct and indirect method. In the direct method, we learned in a previous video lecture, it is a direct testing. In the indirect method, the voltage regulation, it is divided by three parts. First part, it is a EMF method. Second part, it is a MMF method, and third one, it is a ZPF method. We all these three methods studies in a previous video lecture. Now in this video here we discuss the topic of necessity and advantages of a parallel operation of alternator. Advantages and necessity of parallel operation of alternator. Parallel operation of alternator is generally in a generator, it is in parallel with other generator. It is some advantages and some disadvantages also. Here we discuss some advantages and then after discuss some negative points. Parallel advantages, it is based on load growth, continuity of the services, repairs, maintenance and efficiency basis. It is very helpful to the continuous load in the transmission and distribution as well as in a work with the power system. In the parallel operation there are advantages. The point number 1, it is a load growth. In the load growth point, we know that the load demand is nowadays increased due to the increasing use of electrical power. Existing system may not be sufficient to meet with the increased demand and hence the additional units of alternator is to be added in the safely increased by the demand. As we say, the load growth, it is a very important part in the advantages. Now the next point, it is a continuity of services. Instead of only one unit supplying in the power, may a similar unit shall run on the system, so that if any one of unit is failed, other than can meet a demand and continuity can be maintained. So continuity service, it is very helpful in a parallel operation of a alternator. Instead of here it is a value of parallel point, parallel operation and continuity. Continuity of services. Instead of only one unit supplying on the power, may smaller unit shall run on a system, so that if any one of unit is failed, on another unit can meet the demand and continuously supply will be maintained. Continuity will be maintained to the 24 hours by 7. The next point, it is a repair. For the maintenance purpose and repairing, when the one unit will be in repairing purpose, the other unit will flow the output and continuity will be maintained. So it is advantages of a parallel operation of transformer. So the next point, it is repair. The unit are sometimes to be taken off from the system for the repair works. In the place of other unit, it is to be parallel on the circuit so that the faulty unit can be taken off of a repair for the work. Next point, it is a maintenance. Maintenance, it is also very helpful the parts of a parallel operation. As per the maintenance schedule, the unit are to be switched off and taken out of electricity, so the other unit shall continue to supply and one unit may be parallel in the system. So it is a maintenance purpose in the all the alternator. When the one are in maintenance, other will work and then after continuously flow to the system. The next point, it is efficiency. The machine work, it is a maximum efficiency at nearly to its full load capacity. If the demand on the system is increased, then that unit may be operated at a lower load condition at a lower frequency. This is not economical. Hence, the bigger unit is to be shut off and smaller units it may be introduced, so the smaller unit can work to its full capacity at a higher efficiency. So efficiency, it is one of very helpful part in the parallel operation. It is a machine work for the maximum efficiency at a nearly to its full load capacity. When we added the demand on the system is increased, then the unit may operate at a lower speed condition at a lower efficiency and lower frequency. This is a not economical operation for the alternator, so that hence the big unit is to be shut off and smaller unit may be introduced, so that the smaller unit can work, so it is a full capacity at a higher load working. So all are the fifth point, it is advantages of a parallel operation. Now we discuss the next point, it is a condition for satisfactory parallel operation of an alternator. Condition for satisfactory. Satisfactory parallel operation of alternator. The condition that are first number condition we should consider as a satisfactory alternator must be connected to live bus to bus. At the EMF it is will be 0, hence the short circuit may occurs will be 0 ohm. So it is a very important for the satisfactory alternator must not be connected to the live bus to bus, hence the short circuit may be occur. The next point, it is the terminal voltage of the incoming alternator must be same as the bus bar voltage, therefore RMS value. The next one, it is generated frequency of an incoming alternator must be same as the bus bar frequency. Here it is a generator frequency related. generator frequency, it is a incoming alternator must be same as the bus bar frequency. The next point, it is phase sequence. The phase sequence of an incoming alternator must be same as the phase sequence to the bus bar. So in a phase sequence bus bar and phase sequence alternator both are same. The next point, it is so it is a polarity. Fifth point, it is a polarity of an incoming generator terminal must be same as the bus bar terminal. So in the fourth and fifth point are generally related to each other. Here it is a fourth point is phase sequence of incoming alternator is there is a three phase alternator must be same as the phase sequence of a bus bar. And fifth point of a parallel operation condition, it is polarity. Polarity of incoming alternator terminal must be in the same as the bus bar terminal. We know that the magnitude of a voltage of the alternator can be adjusted by the field regulator of the frequency and can be adjusted by the speed of the variation. Here it is speed variation by using the field regulator. We know that the synchronizing condition is the incoming alternator to be connected in a parallel to the existing working system on a bus bar, so that it becomes a synchronous to the system for the load sharing. It is called synchronizing condition. So in a synchronizing condition, the parallel operation it's work perfectly at the output. Here it is an incoming alternator to be connected in the parallel to the existing working system on the bus bar, so that it become a synchronous to the system of the load sharing. It is called synchronizing condition. For the procedure of the synchronizing, first of all, the alternator is already working in the system. For the satisfying four condition, by using of the synchronization of alternator, we should follow the fourth condition. Here the first condition, that are the start and second alternator with the help of a prime mover and adjust its speed to the rated value. So here we should consider the rated speed and rated value of the output. The next point, it is the terminal voltage of incoming alternator is increased by increase in existing system. Thus the terminal voltage and also the frequency is made equal to that the bus bar value. This is checked with the help of a voltmeter and frequency meter by using this system. The third one, it is check the phase sequence meter by using the phase sequence component of the incoming alternator to match with the phase sequence of the bus bar with the help of phase sequence indicator. The fourth one point, it is prior to make the synchronizing switched on an incoming alternator on, at least condition is checked by one by one with the method of here it is divided by three methods, that are dark lamp method, other one is a synchronous scope, and third one it is the 1 and 2 dark lamp method by quality bright lamp system. That phase is incoming alternator voltage must be in the same with the phase of a bus bar voltage. Now here we discuss the dark lamp method. Then after we discuss one dark and two quality bright lamp method, and third one it is the synchronous scope. Here we start with the dark lamp method. For the dark lamp method, synchronizing with alternator, we should draw the figure by the same. It is a bus bar 1, bus bar 2, bus bar 3 that are R, Y and B 3-phase system. For the RYB, we should connect the running alternator of the system. It is R phase, it is Y phase, it is B phase. R phase, Y phase and B phase. For the value of them, we should write the output equation. For the output equation, we should draw the running alternator. It is a running alternator connected with the RYB system. The running alternator are connected. When the other alternator connected with a system, there are paralleling system are to be done. For the other alternator, we should draw the same line that are R phase, Y phase and B phase. It is a other alternator. That are R dash, Y dash and B dash value of the applying. For the dark lamp method, we should write the value between RYB phase and incoming alternator. We should draw the lamp of them, which is an inductor circuit. So it is a lamp of them connected with them other circuit, and here line with Y phase lamp 1 and lamp 2 are connected, and this is a R phase. Lamp 1, lamp 2 are connected with the R dash value. So for the line value, it is L11, L22 and L33 as a simply calculation. In the three lamp pairs, it is a L11, L22 and L33 is equal voltage, and voltage rating are connected are shown in this figure. It is clearly shown for the running alternator and incoming alternator. The switch and one bar is alternator for the terminals value. The phasor diagram of the bus voltage that are R phase, Y phase and B phase. Now for the running condition, if the bus bar voltage and the alternator voltage are in phase with each other, then the polarities of a bus bar and alternator are same at this instant. The voltage across each lamp will be 0 and lamp will be dark. This is the proper instant of synchronizing. The synchronizing switch is made on so that the incoming alternator is connected to the system satisfactorily. If the alternator voltage with phase are not in with other phase and the bus voltage of the phasor, then there will be some voltage across the lamp. Lamp will be glow the equal brightness. They will not be in dark zone. This shows the polarities of alternator are not same as on the bus bar system. The alternator should not adjust in synchronized in such that instant. The correct instance of the synchronizing is obtained by slightly adjusting the speed of the prime mover and incoming of the alternator. So the parallel operation is must be done. Here it is some advantages of a dark lamp method, that are the lamp will be in dark when the across of the voltage will be 0. But if this is a small voltage across in the lamp, then also the lamp will not glow in look at like dark. Hence we cannot judge the correct instant at a synchronizing condition. If the synchronizing is switch is made on is the incorrect instant, it gives rise to exclusive circulating current among the different phases. And next one, it is flickering of the lamp does not indicate that the incoming machine is slower or faster, and hence the speed is adjusted by becomes it is difficult. So both these disadvantages, by using in a dark lamp method, we cannot judge the lamp will be dark or in brightness. Now we discuss the next method. It is a synchronoscope method. Synchronoscope method. In this method, it is difficult to know whether the incoming machine is slower or faster. To overcome this difficulty, in a previous method, we cannot judge whether it is incoming machine is slow or faster. To overcome this difficulty, the synchronoscope is connected to the bus bar and incoming machine will be run. The stator of a synchronoscope is connected to the bus bar, whether it is a rotor or connected to the terminal of the incoming machine. If the incoming alternator is slow, the pointer of the synchronoscope, thus it is in anti-clockwise direction. It is indicate slow and vice versa. Slow and higher, it is known as vice versa. In an anti-clockwise direction indicates slow, and when the speed of the alternator is proper, so that the frequency is equal to the bus bar frequency. The pointer of synchronoscope is central portion. This is the correct instance of synchronizing. For the synchronoscope, it is a rough figure of them for the slow, and it is a fast portion. It is a angle and pointer of them. Synchronizing action, it is also very helpful for the output of a synchronoscope. Now we discuss the next method. It is a one dark or two equally bright lamp method for the synchronizing. Here it is the figure of them. The figure of one dark method lamp and one dark and two equally bright lamp method will be same figure. In this method, the lamp is connected are made by using the same connection. One lamp is directly connected to the earth value and other one is across the connection of them. It is this method is connected here and this form is connected here. It is a smaller difference between them. The proper instant at a synchronizing will be whether when the alternator voltage phasor with bus bar voltage are shown in this value. At the instant of a lamp connected across the R and R dash output will receive the zero voltage So it will be a dark form. The dark lamp across the Y and B phase and the same value, that will be B and Y dash. It will receive the large and equal voltage and will glow the equally brightness of them. This is a proper instance of a synchronizing. But when the alternator voltage phasor are not in phase with a bus bar voltage, this lamp will be glow unequal brightness. The speed of the prime mover is adjusted by obtaining the correct instant.